In fact, a person like MTR, which I've always had a sense of him not giving my just due, all right, for a long time. In fact,
he is very insecure. He's feminine. And when you see Coach Greg Adams crashing out at 50, really having a menstruation cycle all over the live stream, like crying and just, being out of control, he looks like a...
Acknowledge me! Acknowledge me! I just feel as though he's never given me my just due. I just feel as though... What? What? What do you want from me? Shit! For a guy that complains about being included, but also acts like he doesn't want to be included, this is a heavy, stark contradiction.
One of the things that they'll say in our society is that man is going through a midlife crisis.
On April 2nd, 2026, YouTuber Tony Gaskins made a pretty interesting video
just a
called
little bit.
Coach Greg Adams, Leader of Losers. To be honest, Tony Gaskins is kind of like a Derek Jackson type of guy. Not all the way. He's married. He says some questionable stuff that a lot of men don't like. But for the sake of this video, let's listen to what he has to say about Coach Greg Adams.
There's one thing to be a teenager and to be young, to be ignorant, and to be dumb, than to be a old fool.
Now, Tony Gaskins might not be my cup of tea, but we gotta go and look at Coach Greg Adams TV on Instagram. Now, to be fair, when I first knew about Coach Greg
I was
Adams,
like, wait, what?
He was more or less into like the MGTOW movement and more or less associated with the quote-unquote white manosphere up until they kicked his ass up out of there.
But if my understanding is that the MGTOW movement had nothing to do with travel. So could it be at some point that he evolved his strategy? And now, based off of me finding out new things within my life about travel, again, not listening to this guy at all, I've evolved my thinking of something. But instead of letting me be a guy who is informing people again of getting off of the plantation, he attaches himself to me and says that because you said freedom, bro, I don't care if someone else in your chat said freedom, bro. But because you said it, you're copying me. You're stealing from me. What a baby.
If you look at the Instagram, I mean, hey, it's actually popping. It's good to know he put some effort into someplace because he damn sure don't do it on his YouTube channel.
Dog, I would never.
But if you look at it, here is Coach Greg Adams, a middle-aged guy. He's having
and here's the thing. Matter of fact, he's not the first guy to do this. There's that guy, Redbeard. Redbeard was doing it, putting all of the women out, and he actually got his channel clapped up. I believe he got his channel clapped or at least demonetized for showing like all of the women. In fact, like, do these guys have like links to Patreons where they tell you how to like get women that you're paying for, right? Allegedly, right? Like, he's not the first to do this. He's not the first to show cars, to show lifestyle and sell you on lifestyle, sell you on a dream. He's stealing this from other people. He didn't write this playbook. Are those other people, as an Andrew Tate, complaining about him? No, because Andrew Tate is way more of a man. He's not complaining about all of the haters. He's just talking and doing what it is that he's doing. Are y'all trying to act like he's the progenitor of all of this? The progenitor of going abroad? Europeans have been going abroad for decades now. Are we saying he's the first person to do this? Because that is a liar. That's a lie if he's saying that. Get out of his kenjutsu. He's a liar. Please step outside of the box of believing everything that you believe when you hear it. I often say to my people that watch me, this is a critical thinking channel. Don't believe 100% of the things that I say and always cross-reference. But I'm not demonetized. I don't need a cult following. He does. Oh.
He put some effort into someplace because he damn sure don't do it on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, he doesn't.
But if you look at it, here is Coach Greg Adams, a middle-aged guy. He's having the time of his life. In all of this, if you look at some of the captions here, your average 50-year-old divorcee.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, why does this guy have all of these videos, especially with him doing some very sexual things with these women?
Is he?
Smacking them on the ass, having the women playing with their breasts.
And listen, here's the thing. I would never in a million years make content hating on him doing this. I can understand why Tony Gaskins is doing that. But like, I see this and I'm just like, bro, your money, your choice. Go enjoy your life. However it is that you are enjoying your life. But see, I'm not a hater. I don't got the blood of a hater up on me. Go enjoy your life. I don't give a shit.
This is a 50-year-old man, and I just don't understand why he's doing that. And then
For money.
I got...
For life, he's showing a
So
lifestyle.
what you're looking at right here, guys, is a marketing funnel. This is something that businesses do all the time, online shops, but it's a strategy that even content creators do. And this is no different than Coach Greg Adams. Again, most of us that came up in the manosphere at this time, black or white, ultimately it was to help guys and try to get them to the next level. And of course, I'm not saying that they can't make money, but this is a strategy that he's trying to do. What Coach Greg Adams is showing is, number one, I'm a 50-year-old divorcee.
It's a little guy.
Look at me. I want you to be aware you can overcome divorce like I did.
Yeah, sure.
And you can deal with these hot-ass chicks like
Right.
I'm doing.
Sure.
So when you go and look at his Instagram, he's posting all of this very sexual stuff with these women in different countries. All right. Now, if you like that and you think that he's somebody who's
You're gonna
credible,
get attracted
somebody
to
who
his
can be a
brand.
life coach, you then go to interest. All right. Now, once you get into interest, you're
Yeah.
starting to want more. That might be a follow. You may sign up for his email or just basically check
He's
out
got
his
a-
live stream. Now,
It's called a funnel. He gets you in top of market, utilizing lifestyle, utilizing women, and he go down. Now, guys, go look at my platforms. When do I ever do this? I don't do this. I will never do this. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. I wouldn't want to do this. Could this be one of the reasons that he's demonetized? Probably.
once you do that, you go into a level of consideration. Now, the consideration for you is basically he is trying to solve your problems. So, number one, I'm the guy that can help you with this. And he is a hater too. So he'll talk about who is not
a
like
hater.
him, which is BS, but we'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
And then after consideration, you will move down to conversion. And once you go down to conversion, this is what you do. First, you can go and buy some of these books on Amazon. Amazon Kindle edition, all of these things, you can buy a book. Or what you can do is you can buy one of these courses. Now, the Instagram feeds and him going to all these places and buying these 304s is the reason why he wants you to come into the fold. Now, what he can do is get you to buy one of these courses. Luxury Relationship Strategy, Mastering the Monetized Dating Game. And for only $497, you can figure out how to smoke a cigar and wear a Sears sports jacket and with some chick next to him that's in the photo as a video vixen, so that you also can learn how to spend money overseas.
It's
and buy
it's
prostitutes.
crazy that men get convinced of this.
If that's not good enough, you can call him and he can tell you about, well, how to get demonetized from YouTube. He can tell you how to not get married. He can tell you how to make sexualized content with women that's under 30 and put it on YouTube for everybody to see. That would only cost you $16.67 a minute, which if you stay there for a whole entire hour, it'll cost you $500.
I'll be honest, I'm gonna keep it funky with you guys. I have no problems with any of this. All right, and that's where Oshay and I differ a little bit. Get your paper. I don't care. Get your paper. If you have a particular value in the marketplace, you can convince people of that value. My issue is leave everyone else alone. People in the men-centric space that you are convinced that are copying you, that you're trying to attract to your or say like, utilize us, people who are doing value in their own corner of the internet, and utilize us as a way to strum up drama or beef, right? Like, keep me out of your bullshit. But once you understand the psychopathy of a hater, of someone that doesn't love themselves, so they project their hate on the other people, they create these delusions, these illusions that people are copying them in order to make it seem like to you it's a us versus them thing. So they're galvanizing an audience around bullshit. That's the part of his content strategy that I think it's weird. But I don't even think that it's his content strategy. I think that he's convinced of this shit because he's so much of a hater. He hates himself that much. He wakes up in the morning, he's like, fuck, why am I 5 foot nothing? Why are my shoulders so small and little? Why is this? That all the women that I'm buying, they're all taller than me. I'm so upset at everything. MTR, he's fucking tall. God damn it. He's on an elephant and his legs are eclipsing the elephant. Fuck, that a six pack at 41 years of age? Fuck, I hate him. I hate him so much that envy envelops my soul. What a weakling. What a girly man. And he's never contacted me and been like, hey, bro, I have an issue with this, what's up? Let's have a conversation. He's never contacted me. Never contacted me because a man would do that. I've contacted people that have copied, lifted directly from me. They responded back, I'm sorry, G. I did do that. I could interface with them in the future because I came to them as a man and they responded as a man. This guy and the content creators that are afraid to call this feminine behavior out. God damn. The dudes that are okay with him speaking about cancer, testicular cancer, calling me one nut, something he stole from Just Pearly Things. Y'all okay with that? Okay, got it.
You can buy a dusty ass bundle course from him, Conquer video version at $297 on unapologetically masculine video course, building blocks of masculinity, whichever one that you want to help you get on in your life.
Okay.
And so that's the whole reason of why he's doing this. And to be fair, nobody has ever did like almost damn near Instagram porn like he's doing at 50. But hey, somebody got to pay the bills, right?
Nah, the red pill rants guy does it.
And then there's this.
To be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, still womanizing. But not only, it's not even just the womanizing that's bad. It's the promoting of the womanizing. That's even worse. So if you want to live that type of lifestyle and you want to womanize, okay, go ahead and womanize. But keep that between you and Satan. Because nobody else needs to know about it. And the thing what's crazy to me is men coaching men on how to be a degenerate.
So Mr. Gaskins again accuses Coach Greg Adams of basically telling men to avoid marriage, accountability, and then, you know, being very toxic, and especially like this whole idea of showing these guys that he has receipts with these women. And again, if you're a very successful dude, you don't really have to prove that you can get women because anybody can go
This is
and buy
content
these
strategy.
chicks overseas or anybody else and then flaunt like they are actually pulling these women when they're actually not.
Okay.
But this is what he's doing. He's trying to sell people into womanizing and tricking off, which is okay because I don't have a problem with tricking, but really what he's trying to show you is he can
Oh shit, I know you ain't got no problem with tricking, baby.
help you in this game when it doesn't cost any money to trick off. Literally, guys have been doing it all the time. And this is a brand, especially when a guy, in my honest opinion, is having a freaking midlife crisis in his 50s. And that brings me to my next thing.
In fact, a person like MTR, which I've always had a sense of him not giving my just due, for a long time. In fact, I've always believed that it would be odd that I would cover a certain topic on my show, and then later that moment or later that afternoon, even before my live stream was off, a segment of my show would be featured on his main.
He don't know how the
Being
internet
an
works.
Insecure little biatch.
Yeah.
You see, Coach Greg Adams spends a lot of time on his YouTube channel on a live stream, which is demonetized, by the way, and he's the reason why it's demonetized, thinking that somebody wants to copy him or somebody is stealing from him. Let me just be clear when I say this. Coach Greg Adams has always been a subpar content creator. He's never been considered as a great content creator. I mean, he doesn't have good sound. He doesn't have good editing. And basically, he just presses some little button on a roadcaster all day. And he talks about things
Oshay
for
going
like 4
in.
to 5 hours. So there's nobody who wants to recreate that and have some level of success. I mean, he's already been demonetized, so he can't make any money off of it. So nobody else can make any money off of that. Nobody says that, you know what, Coach Greg Adams in the manosphere space or in the Black YouTube space or in any space is a awesome content creator, because he is not that.
He's
never
not
been
good.
that. He might have some good advice here and there, and yeah, he can have some good topics here and there, but a clock is wrong twice a day. He is very insecure. He's feminine. And when you see Coach Greg Adams crashing out at 50, really having a
About my
menstruation cycle
cancer?
all over the live stream, like crying and just, you know, being out of control, he looks like
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me. I just feel as though he's never given me my just due. I just feel as though... What? What do you want from me? Shit. For a guy that complains about being included, but also acts like he doesn't want to be included, this is a heavy, stark contradiction.
old grandmother just would test.
By the way, I'm not included in shit. I've said 3 to 4, probably 4 years ago at this point, I am not in the manosphere. I've said that 4 years ago, and I've maintained that. I've said that. I'm not included in anything either. I'm not a part of anything. I just create value through the content and just turn off the internet and go about my merry way. All right? But he's demonetized due to his own doing, and his content strategy is to do all the girl shit, and his content strategy is if anybody talks about traveling abroad and they're bigger than me, let me just sink my teeth into them and make it act like they're talking about me. That's where he's at in life right now. Keep me out of your bullshit.
Testosterone. And the younger guys see this. They see a guy who's supposed to be all about masculinity crying like a little girl. And it looks bad for a man who wants to lead men but has no accountability, crying worse than a female, and then hating on everybody who does more than him. For the last 7 years, he's never upgraded his setup. He's never done anything to be competitive in his business. It looks like a blind person does his thumbnails. I mean, all of these things are his fault, and you can't follow instructions because that's what happens when you have an IQ lower than 60. Then when the person that you're criticizing actually performs better than you on YouTube, and then when you're a hater, you try to do stuff like this.
For people that say, hey, CGA, man, you clout chasing, man. Well, let's just start with this. I checked in on his live stream, MTR. He had 1.6K concurrent viewers. That's an off day. That's an off day for CGA. You realize that? That's an off day.
Oh, gosh.
So he was trying to compare his live viewers as the ones that MTR does. Now, he was hating on MTR. He was actually in the chat. He saw how many live viewers MTR had. Now, he was saying, oh, I got these many live viewers in my stream.
This is so cringy. I can't believe that he even said that out loud. Men don't do this. Oh, this is so gross. I'm gonna respond to this in a quick second.
Well, you might have, buddy. But the point is, MTR got a lot of people getting super chats in his live stream.
I appreciate Oshay saying that, but that's actually not the entire truth. Well, it is. That's true. But the entire truth is that he's comparing my concurrent live stream. And I'm going to do that. I did this previously in the stream, but I'm going to do this for you guys right now and for the editor. If I do end up decide cutting this out, put this on a second channel. What he's comparing is concurrent. I'm not a live streamer. So people don't know. I'm not in the live stream algorithm. Okay. And because I'm not in the live stream algorithm, I'm not going to have as many concurrent people. He live streams every day from my understanding. I don't actually know if he live streams every day. All right. But apparently he live streams a lot. Okay. But he is comparing concurrent live stream numbers. Meanwhile, let's take a look at after live stream numbers. Okay. If you guys would just so indulge me. All right. And I did this previously within the stream. I just want to do this in here right now. If we do end up cutting this up, because we're going to understand why he's so mad right now. This is why he's so mad at me and why he's trying to latch on to someone that is more successful is that he was taking a look at his concurrent numbers of live stream. Take a look at his current numbers at the end of the live stream, 23,000. When he first was talking about that, I'm trying to rebrand it. And when he called me a hoe in the title and tagged me, he had another 25,000. You know, you add that together, that's 48,000. But guess what? My live stream that I did about him that was respectful in nature has 47,000.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
And here's the thing. I feel so disgusting that I even have to talk about this. But that's how he thinks about things. This is how he operates. I've never done a numbers comparison to any other content creator in the space because I don't give a shit. That's how he thinks because he's a hater. You must understand this.
Finish him.
Oh, God. And you still didn't get more than me, baby? That was your talking point and you still don't have more than me? Oh.
And, oh, I got these many live viewers in my stream. Well, you might have, buddy. But the point is, MTR got a lot of people getting super chats in his live stream.
Yeah,
and what did you get in yours? That's right, because your dumbass is demonetized. And again, MTR is about to reach 1 million subscribers. You're over there in somebody's basement on a live stream with a track phone, trying to go live like a buster with paid prostitutes in the background. That is your problem. Nobody told you to get demonetized. Nobody told you to literally start a male OnlyFans on Instagram. Nobody told you to start wearing your period panties and start hating on content creators simply because you can't figure out how to be successful online. Got it?
He's right, you know.
But then there's this other issue which I feel should be addressed.
Atlanta Southern still scared of white people. I ain't scared of white people. So if he did the arrow to Andrew Wilson saying he's stupid, the Andrew Wilson bots will be on his neck.
What?
And he knows that. He ain't that dumb. He ain't smart, but he ain't that dumb. If he pointed that arrow at Andrew Wilson, the white Ku Klux Manosphere would be on his neck, and it would be a wrap for him. So he said, let's point it at the...
So this is something that
I can't believe he just said that. Yo. So the argument is that I pointed, first off, let's go back a couple of frames. He's apparently upset at this thumbnail. I've actually addressed this in a live stream as well, but for the editing sake, we're going to talk about it right now. He just said that I didn't point this arrow at Andrew Wilson because I'd have the Ku Klux Klan on my back. So what you're saying is to me is that I've never put a white person in a arrow on my thumbnail. Is that what you're saying, bro? Meanwhile, I've said this previously in a live stream. Andrew Wilson called him stupid in the debate. That's why they're in quotes. Quotes, he's stupid. Andrew Wilson called him stupid in the debate. He said that, not me. I put it on the thumbnail for click factor. I will admit that. My thumbnails, you heard? My thumbnails. Hey, we in the click game, baby. I didn't say that. I did that because Andrew Wilson said that, and I put it in the thumbnail to get higher the CTR, he probably don't know what CTR is, to higher the click-through rate. That's the reason that I did that. But he sees that and he hates me. But again, he never contacted me. He never hit me up. He never sent me a message. He harbored hate. He harbored resentment. He harbored envy. He's mad that that video, which is not even like a super well-performing video, got 69,000 views, which is on the low end at that time, I would say. That's why you're mad? You could have just contacted me? You know that I've never said anything negatively about you in the past? And this is what you've been harboring? Oh, this is your leader? This is your general? This is your commander-in-chief? Dog, I just get icky even thinking about this. I get weird even thinking about that, right? Like, I don't want this negativity to... Dog. Men that operate like this are just the bane of society. Truly. And I mean that when I say that. Let's go.
So this is something that I could give him some level of credit for. MTR is not perfect, and a lot of people have kind of complained about MTR's thumbnails.
They sure have.
I've heard this from Six the Goddess. I've heard this from Greg Adams, Melly Monaco. You know.
Oh, that's right.
So
she did. Yeah.
People that believe that the way MTR does his thumbnails,
they work, baby.
And basically, even though he's talking about the guy on the left, he feels that he's calling Greg Adams stupid. And that's an issue that all of us as content creators run into.
Dog, I've actually said multiple times that I think Greg Adams is smart. I've said that multiple times. In the first stream, that I was respectful to him. You know, I've said that. I'm now recanting a lot of that just watching what he's doing. But, you know.
Got it. But again, I've seen MTR do thumbnails in which Greg Adams was the person that was the victor and all of that. But I can understand that. He doesn't like how MTR is doing this thumbnail. Cool. Here's what I would do. If I knew that the content creator has reviewed my stuff and I don't like it, well, because I am a man, I'm a masculine man.
Yeah, you address them.
50-year-old divorcee. Well, I would just email the person. And because I am Poach Adams, I'm pretty sure he would talk to me because, hey, I've been stealing everybody else's here on YouTube for the last decade, including Oshay's. So that would give me enough time for him to call me and we can squash the beef, right? No.
Right.
Wanna know why?
That's why I don't trust black people, especially Southern black people, because they...
I'm from New York, first of all. Don't put that Southern shit up on me, baby. I'm from them. Why? This is why I don't trust black people now. What is this? Is a man child, baby. You don't trust black people? What the fuck? This has nothing to do with me. Again, he wakes up every morning hating himself, hating the color of his skin. That's why I was so confused on the first reaction. He was talking about, well, he's treating me like, what did he say? What did he say? Did he say like he's treating me like Christopher Columbus, some shit like that? Because he's stealing all of my shit? I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say that exactly. But he's saying this shit. I'm just like, no, that's not what's happening. But now, because of your hate, you don't trust black people and are attributing that to me because of words in a thumbnail. You irrational woman. You bitter, single baby mama. This is how they react. This is not how men react in situations. Don't you understand that? Is this your leader? Yo, son, people that follow this shit is so crazy. Right? Like, I don't get it. I don't know how you see this. We cooked, baby. We cooked. People who look at content like this and then subscribe to the way that he thinks about something, this ain't masculine. This ain't masculine, baby. Could have sent me an email. My email's on all my videos.
They do shit like this.
Because
I gotta hear that again, baby. That was. Listen, let me hold what I was just about to say.
For him to call me and we can squash the beef, right? No. Wanna know why?
That's why I don't trust black people, especially.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. That's why I don't trust black people. That's why I don't trust black people. Oh.
Squash.
I gotta hear it again.
Right?
Here we go.
No. Wanna know why?
That's why I don't trust black people, especially Southern black people, because they do shit like this.
Because he can't stand black people. And he thinks that MTR is from Atlanta. He's not. He's from New York.
I'm from New York,
That just
baby.
goes to let you know how researched he is. You see, this is the problem with Coach Greg Adams. And that's why I used to call him an Oreo back in 2020. Because, see, the thing is, Coach Greg Adams, if you look at his particular
Oshay's still in the chat.
White women, maybe some mixed women, Asian women. So he's
Wasn't Poach Adams' first wife white? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. You've known him longer than me. Shout out Oshay. I didn't know you were still in here, my brother. You have more because I don't know him. I don't watch him. I don't know. And you've encountered him before, probably even before I became a content creator back in like 2019. You've had knowledge of him, right? Like, so maybe back then he was talking about, I don't know, but like now I'm hearing like anti-black sentiment because of the way that I conduct, right? Like, oh, this is so disgusting. Oh, this is so disgusting. Shit.
right. He don't like, for the most part, black people. But the problem is this: white people don't like his ass either.
Oh,
And do you
is
want to know
that
why?
true? Okay.
Do you think any white men want to be associated with, a guy like this coming into their community, prostituting their women out like he's doing here? No, this is one of the reasons why he was
Oshay
kicked out
cooking.
of the white manosphere. This is the reason why
He
he's no longer
demonetized.
with Fresh and Fit.
Oh.
Rolo Tomasi doesn't like him. So you wanted to be around these white people, and they got you out of there. So the whites don't like you. The blacks don't like you for the most part. You don't have no value anywhere because people just don't like busters.
He seems to be the common denominator in his own fall.
And I know that you're mad and it's not my fault, but you are a degenerate. You do degenerative stuff, and you said you don't like N-word stuff. Well, look at your Instagram and you tell me, is this what an N-word does? Okay? This is not what somebody
Yeah.
who's successful, like, look at this video. Like, look at these videos. This is not something a white person wants to be associated with, or even black people, because this is degenerative trick behavior that needs to be
Well, he's desperate. He's desperate because he's demonetized. He's desperate. So he has to do this as a marketing strategy to get people top of funnel. And it's probably working for him. It probably is. But this whole hating shit, it's deeper, psychologically speaking. It's deeper. It's way deeper than that. Oh, this is disgusting.
Raps, but you want so much attention. Like, look at this. 2 girls in Prague want pictures with a 50-year-old man. And he actually believes that this is receipts. These are not receipts, guys. This is for you to believe that is real, so you can pay him money to go out here and buy a BS course, so you can go out here and also trick. And again, I know that Coach Greg Adams is having a midlife crisis, bro. And I'm here to tell you, I'm here for you, man.
That shirt is terrible.
I hope God is with you, bro. I know times is hard. I know it's hard acting like a mark and acting like a buster, like you've been behaving, twerking everywhere all in the comment section and stuff, bro. And listen, man, you from the West Coast. I hope you, I mean, I'm ashamed to even say that you're from the West Coast because you don't even deserve to be from the West. But, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got you, fam. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray that you really get your little life together, man, because right now you're going out sad. And I'd hate to have to make another video about you. Well, guys, what do you think of your boy Oshay Jackson back at it?
Give Oshay a round of applause. Give Oshay. Oshay's probably in the lab right now cooking a reaction to my live stream as we speak right now. He's keeping the foot on this guy's neck. This is going to be the last time that I address this sucker. And it probably will not be the last time that he addresses me. And that's fine. I forgive you, bro. I forgive you. You might want to practice some forgiveness in your life so you can step beyond this degree of hate that you have. You are the common denominator in all of these issues, in all of these problems. You, not black people, not me, other content creators, all these people that you've fallen out with. It's you. It's you. Woo, shit. Let me go through some of these super chats real quick. Sorry. Oh, you guys are in here popping off yet again. Shout out again to Oshay Duke Jackson, my brother. My brother. All right. Yeah, Oshay gonna make at least another 3-4 videos off of this. Go have at it, Oshay. Have at it, baby. What you guys think of my reaction to Oshay stuff? Guys, put a one down. First of all, put O'Shea's name down up into the chat. You guys can drop his name just to make sure he feels acknowledged, accepted. Shout out for Oshay for being a stream sponsor of this. The thing is that, you know, there's charlatans running afoot, running amok. I've detailed all of the reasons that he's been lying, and I didn't even want to do this. This is my last time talking about him specifically. Maybe I'll come up later and react to all of the dating coach stuff, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just continue to bypass it, you know, because I think some of their stuff is actually interesting, right? Like, but a lot of their stuff too, of what I've seen, is not dudes like personal attacks. It's dudes that are questioning game, and we could have that conversation. We could absolutely have that conversation. But like the dudes with the personal attacks, it's just like, it says way more about you than it says about me. If you're willing to go that low to talk about cancer, something that everybody in this chat has been impacted by, whether it be in their family members, their friend groups, their work associates, but that's what you go to. Nasty work. Nasty work. All right, let me go through some of these super chats real quick. Damn it, I might have to skip out on my damn massage today. I'm a little bit upset about that. Shout out to the Little Gaming channel again, my brother. Korika. That's thank you in Thai. He's a super worldwide trick. I'm gonna say allegedly. I don't know. Okay, I don't watch his bullshit. Okay, but shout out to the Little Gaming channel. Is this confirmed? Is that why he got demonetized? Shout out to the Little Gaming channel, my guy. I believe Little Gaming channel has a channel as well. Guys, feel free to go over. You know, we support content creators over here. We ain't no hating ass shit over here. We support content creators over here. Shout out to the Little Gaming channel for the $50 donation to the cause, you heard? Oh, I gotta go self-care now, all right? Because I got all of this hate up on me. I don't ever do streams like this, baby. But I had to set the record straight. Take me back to Thailand, baby. God, I was living so good. I wasn't thinking about having to respond to haters of dudes 10 years my senior. I was enjoying myself, loving life. Guys, I'm going to take the super chat money. All right, usually I say I invest back into the channel. I'm going to go take the super chat money. I'm going to go get a massage. Maybe not today because it's a little bit late now in the day. You heard? I got to go do some self-care to remove all of this nasty victimhood up off of me. Ugh. Nasty work. Nasty work. Shout out to the Little Gaming channel. Okay. Coach Trick Adams suffers from sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Feminine energy learned from his baby mama.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Crazy. Shout out to Ashy Foot Productions with the $5 holla. Kendra G and I, the Kendra G that I react to on occasion, Kendra G and I are watching live and we agree. Who? Ashy Foot Productions. Who's that? Is he talking about the actual Kendra G? Kendra G and I are watching live and we agree CGA is reenacting Cuba Gooding Jr. swinging in the air at Boys in the Hood. Shout out to MTR from Lagos. Damn, son, y'all pulling out the ill movie references and quotes. You heard? The ill movie references and quotes. Yeah, it's absolutely pathetic. Shout out to Sophisticated Jerk with the $10 super chat. CGA makes me ashamed to be an old head. Ooh. There's an imposter old head among you. See, he don't got the comedic timing as what I got. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't understand what makes me better than him. Anyway, these guys are just jealous of your success and how you conduct yourself. Yeah, they don't understand how I can get what I have without throwing them under the bus. They don't understand that, okay? They don't get it. The old heads are supposed to introduce you into the game if they identify talent. Instead, these guys, they identify talent and want to hate on you. That's just so different than my mindset. That's just so incredibly different than my mindset, but that's what we're dealing with, so. Let's go. Shout out to Mr. Glucose. That's a crazy channel, by the way. That's a crazy channel name. All right, I do everything in my power to not introduce glucose within my life. Nevertheless, I had some Jennies. We went out. We you know, a little pretty young thing. I picked up at the thing. We went out, went to go eat. You know what I'm saying? Great conversation. She's actually traveled to more countries than me. We were talking about Thailand. She's been to Thailand a couple times. I said, word? Okay. She said she's taking like 4 to 6 month sabbaticals. I said, word? I got to catch up. And then we went over to Jenny's. Okay, Jenny's in Atlanta. Oh, God. That's my weakness, baby. The ice cream store, in case you guys are not familiar. Jenny's in Atlanta. Now, what's funny is that, you know, when I used to live in Columbus, Ohio, Jenny's is actually originated from Columbus, Ohio. I used to live sort of underneath the Jenny's in Columbus, Ohio. So it was crazy to come back over here in Atlanta and have all of these Jenny's all around the place. Yo, the ooey gooey butter. Oh, shit. If you bang with Jenny's, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just delicious ass ice cream. But Mr. Glucose made me remember my late night treat last night. You heard? Well, one of them. Shout out to Mr. Glucose channel down up into the building. A-Dub, Andrew Woods, you stupid. MTR, he's stupid. Oh, you're saying the difference between the you versus, yeah, okay. That's criticism. Okay. I appreciate that. All right. Next time, thumbnail creator got to do that a little bit more accurately than I guess I think is what he's trying to say. Oh, we did this one already. Shout out to Oshay. $10 super chat from Blue Baggins. YouTuber beef in the new rapper beef and O'Shea Duke Jassy standing on the sideline like Rick Ross ain't got nothing to do with and just randomly shooting. This is hard for me to understand. We need at least a comma in here. There's no periods within this. There's no apostrophes in any of the contractions. My understanding is that, you know, I guess posting all of the women content, like that's the low barometer, right? Like you get a certain type of person that is attracted to that because they think that women is the goal. Meanwhile, lifestyle is the goal. That's why I said fuck your game earlier to the dating coaches. I don't want none of that shit. I'm over here because the game is really life. I want to learn about the game of life. I want to know how to do life better. And I don't look at that noodle neck loser that was up on a CGA stream and I think that he does life better. I don't think that he does. I'm gonna do life better. And I don't need to show all of, you know, my cars, I don't need to show all of this shit in order to be able to do that because I'm gonna continue on creating value through this. That's how I operate. I ain't gonna show all of that shit. I don't need to, okay? Am I out of focus? Yeah, show me respect. All right, Sony camera. By the way, if you want to find out my exact production setup, shit, how I do this, viraltovalue.com, you heard? viraltovalue.com. All right, it is now how I'm transposing. I'm taking all of the information that I've gained over here for the past 8 years, and I put this into curriculum format at viraltovalue.com. If you want to know how it is that I created all of this, I put all of my thoughts in there. What is so important down up in there? They're flying off the shelves right now. But if you want to invest in yourself to skip the line of the blueprint of how it is that I do this, it's not available in books. It's not available in damn YouTube videos, tutorial videos. For me, because it's specific to being a commentator, okay? I had to figure all this shit out on my own because there is not a rule book of how to do this. I've created that. First person to create it specific to content creators. Viral, taking viral content and transitioning it into valuable content. Viraltovalue.com. That's viral, 2, value.com. Viraltovalue.com. I'm going to say that one more time. If you guys are interested, go up there to the website. It's going to say so much more information about this. I got a whole website dedicated to it. Go up there and take a look at, link to the description box down below. Prior to this sucker getting demonetized, he should have probably actually looked at all of this and he would have figured out how to grow his YouTube channel. But, you know, such is life. He focuses on hating and not on improving. Shout out to Bad Rash Deferian. All right. Shout out to Bad Rash Deferian. Got to break the tension. How you feeling about being an NBA champion? I talked about this earlier. Shout out to Bad Rash Deferian. Born in New York, raised in Florida, Miss New York. Proud they were able to bring home the W. I've talked about this previously. I actually really don't watch sports like that. I don't really watch sports like that. Now, it feels good, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, have all people, I walk outside with the fitted on and they all congratulate me and shit like that. What I usually say is that, hey, where's bro? I actually really don't watch sports like that. I play sports. I like to get active. I like to work out. Even at almost 41 years of age, I'm still extremely in shape. I'm actually probably in one of the best shapes of my life right now because of the amount of boxing that I've been doing. I used to be way bigger than what I am right now. And as I've gotten older, I've never talked about this either, but my dad had heart disease. I always thought the heart disease was going to take him out. All on one side of my family, there's heart issues. My grandfather had a quadruple bypass. My uncle died at 37 of a massive heart attack out of nowhere. He didn't even know he had heart issues or conditions. And my dad had heart disease. I thought the heart disease was going to take him out, not cancer in 6 months. So I started to do less weight training, and it's made me a little bit smaller, but I know my heart is more healthy now, you know, because I do the cardio and the boxing, and I'm hitting shit as hard as what I can. So there's a degree of resistance that the bag feels and my body feels from it. And I think my body, you know, still looks good, but I used to look like a monster before. I ain't gonna hold you, all right? But your boys get a little bit older. Testosterone's a little bit different. But apparently my testosterone is still more than the man-child across the way who apparently I live rent-free in this guy's head. Apparently it's still more than him, okay? Nevertheless, I'm belaboring the point. Yeah, so people are all day today. If I wear this hat today, because your boy needs a little bit of a haircut, I get one tomorrow. You know, I get one tomorrow, all right? But anyway, people are going to be talking about me all today. I was going to be like, bro, yeah. Now, when I saw them came down by 30, I was at a bar when I watched that. When I saw them come down by 30, I was like, oh, shit. I was standing by the TV screaming. I was with it there. So I'm not hating so much as the sport fans. Is that like, I'm a sports highlight watcher, okay? Sometimes. And usually I don't watch championship. I just don't watch it. So that's the answer that you didn't probably want, but it's my cherry. Shout out, my brother. I appreciate the $20 super chat. Thank you so much for your love, support, as well as respect. I see so many of y'all cool members of the MT Army out in reality. My rule of thumb is that if you come up to me, you'd be like, yo, what up, MTR? Usually, sometimes I fuck with people like, yo, who's that? But usually I just dap you up like, yo, I appreciate the love. But if you come up to me and you just like, aren't you that podcaster? I always say no. But so shout out to all my G's out there that come to me and they say it with my name, so I know that like, okay, you really watch the shit. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't watch every day, shit, you may not watch me in a month. You might be beyond my content now, but you watched me years ago, and that's cool. You know, I understand. It's like seasons of shows. What show that people have been watching for 8 years? I've been doing it for like 8 years now. I'm an OG upon this at this particular junction, right? That's why I conduct myself as such, right? You probably see me at some point within your life, but if I had an impact on you and you greet me like that, I'm going to be like, what up, bro? All right? You good? All right, let's do it. Anyway, shout out to Vaughn. Hi, MTR. My mom died of lymphoma cancer. I'm sorry to hear that. My grandma died of ovarian cancer. I'm sorry to hear that. And when I do, I check up, I pray. Never make fun of health. He's sick. Ooh. Yeah. I don't go that low. And I will never go that low, you know. What's the quote? Never play with pigs in mud because the pig's gonna win at it and he likes it. Would Drake mama say to Drake in that one tape? When they go low, we go high. When they go low, we go high. It is what it is. Okay. So it is what it is. Let me see. After hearing the three sides of the story and knowing the background of all three YouTubers, who's a three? Oh, you're talking about Oshay. I still have to side with CGA. You're only doing a crash course. What are you talking about? I'm doing only a crash course. What are you talking about? That's why you failed? Nick, failed at what? Yo, does this guy have a channel? I'd love to go see. Can someone give me his channel? Does he do videos? I want to see what he looks like because I think it's important when you see someone's comment like this of failed, bro, what is your definition of failed exactly? Like, what exactly did I fail in? Right, Martin, before I talk about you and probably your mama, tell me what exactly I have failed in. I'd love to see your opinion in this. What exactly have I failed in? Here's the fact of the matter, and this reality might hurt your feelings a little bit. I've been a winner my whole life, whether it be through, getting out of high school, moving away, going to Penn State University, all right, doing so well that I got an internship at JP Morgan Chase Bank, did the internship, got the full-time offer, went back, finished up the year at Penn State, went back, completed the full-time offer. For about 3 to 4 years, I was living in Wilmington, Delaware, starting out at $46,000 per year. By the time that I left, I was making like $65,000 per year. So that's promotions every year based off of the strength and the value of my work in a low cost of living city. Was paying $900 a month in rent at that particular time. Took that, translated that, and got a full tuition scholarship at a top 30 MBA school. I got a full tuition scholarship at a top MBA school. Don't you I got a full tuition scholarship. That's over $100,000 lottery ticket that I won, but not lottery, because it's through merit, my story, what I've been able to accomplish after being raised by a single father. I got a full tuition scholarship to get my MBA, my Master's of Business Administration, with concentrations in marketing, e-commerce, and computer and information systems. Back in 2013, I then upgraded that and got a full-time role, making over $100,000 per year at Nationwide Insurance in Columbus, Ohio, one of the largest employers in Columbus, Ohio. Where exactly am I losing at? The biggest building in Columbus, Ohio is Nationwide Insurance. Killed it. They love me there. I can bring up videos that they did videos about me in Columbus, Ohio. You see this motherfucker? Hold on. You see this shit? You see this shit? My dad, let me try to explain what this is before I get active on this, all right? Let me try to explain what this is. This was printed. They did an expose on Nationwide Insurance, and they elected me to represent the company to do this spot in this magazine. Now, it's blown up like this because, again, my father loved me very much. So he blew this up, and he gave it to me. I'm like, Dad, come on, relax. But it was was it Business Week? I'm sorry, this was in Fortune. This was in Fortune magazine. You see that big J? My first name is John. That big J is mine, motherfucker. When have I been losing? That big J is mine, mother. Tell me when I've been losing. This whole shit is about me. 100 best companies to work for. They gave an expose. This is in Fortune magazine. And they wanted to spotlight me. When exactly have I been losing? Where's your Fortune article? Where? Don't you guys understand this? And I've been saying this for years. I was successful before YouTube. I just don't brag about this shit. I'm humble as fuck. These guys got platforms on YouTube. We're different. We're different. You must understand this. Look at this. Look at this goddamn beautiful article. Look at this goddamn beautiful article. He was a newly minted MBA when he wandered by the Nationwide booth at a job fair, attracted by the banter that read information technology. After a few minutes of chatting with HR exec, he spoke with one of the company's chief technology officers who scheduled him for a formal interview. I got an interview and a job on the same day. They were so thirsty to get me up after they heard my story and everything I've been doing. They hired me the same day with over $100,000 offer. The same day that I met them at the National Black MBA Career Fair and Conference. The same fucking day. When have I been losing exactly? When have I failed? Let me keep going. Quote, okay, wait. The next day he received an offer for the full-time job. Matter of fact, it was the next day. My bad. It was 24 hours after the... They wanted to give me the offer the same day, but one of the ladies that I met, she stole me from the first guy who was in IT that wanted to give me an offer. And I came into the business consulting office. It was called the Business Transformation Office. I came into that office because she stole me. She wanted, and she was, listen, smart as a whip. Sales, she's good in sales. Talked to him of why I would be a better fit for internal management consulting than to be in the IT department. And I'm so happy that she did. I'm so happy that she did. I had no idea Nationwide, this is what I'm saying right now. I had no idea Nationwide was giving positions on the spot. I was so overwhelmed and I didn't know. Feeling of accomplishment, who is, end quote, who is now a business specialist in the company's business transformation office, okay? And it just goes on and on and on, okay? Now, we got more evidence, all right? You see this? CEO Award 2020. Is that in focus? This engagement award is presented to associates who demonstrate an outstanding commitment to their engagement as well as engagement of others. When have I failed? Where's your CEO award? Martin? Where? I'd love to see it. It's right there. This shit is like 10 pounds. They only gave this award out to 20 people a year. A year. In an organization of like 30,000 people. 20,000 people. That's like 20 to 30,000 people. One of 20 in 2020. Yo, these dudes, like their life just exists on the internet. They're not in reality. I was winning before this shit. I was doing well before this shit. I had more women around me. Shit, how y'all think I did Red Cup Talk back in the day? I had all these women around me. Like, naturally. Not paying for them. Naturally. Go back to the videos back in 2019, 2020. Sorry, Martin. You know what I'm saying? Right, like, I'm just so confused, but listen, if you're saying that I fail, it is what it is. You can think however it is that you want to think. But me talking about this, it is I thank you for it because it gives me the opportunity to be a lot less humble than what I've been over the past 8 years. I've gone 8 years and I've never showed y'all that. Of how I was winning before YouTube. Of how I've always been smart. I've always been intelligent. And of how I've always had haters like single bitter baby mama Adams are trying to attach themselves to me. Ew, no, get away from me. Get away from me. I want nothing to do with you. I'm creating value. And these are just two things that I just thought of real quick. There's other shit that I could show y'all as well. How many do y'all know got full ride tuition scholarships to get a master's of business administration? How many? How many? And then I do something that 0.00001% of people are able to do. Achieve almost 1 million subscribers. Not copying anybody. Doing it on my own. Figuring it out. Tirelessly. Day after day, week after week, month after month. Not instituting any of these top of the funnel scams. Showing women, like, no, we're doing conversations. Doing sexual things with women public, right? Like, I've never done that because I've always wanted to make my father proud. And although he passed away, I will still continue to uphold his legacy and keep him proud. I will still do that. I operate different than the others. I will always operate different from the others. And I will continue on standing on business because this is who I am. Ain't no script. This is me, freestyling. Anyway, hopefully I've sufficiently answered the young brother's idea of that's why you failed. Failed at what, bro? Okay. Anyway, shout out to Ashley Foot Productions. Sorry, MTR, this is a spoof account. Oh, okay.
What? Gotcha, bitch.
He got me. He got me. Where I make jokes about Kendra's ex-boyfriend, Ashy Foot, and his nickname in the YouTube and logos in the streets. All right, Ashy Foot. He got me. All right. Thank you, brother. All right. Gifting a membership proves I'm not a cult member. Are you saying gifting within my chat? I'm a little bit confused by that, Martin. Let me keep going. Miss Scratchety, keep doing your thing, young man. Don't worry about the haters. And listen, I've not worried about the haters for 8+ years and it's done me well. I made the mistake of responding to him when I didn't realize that it was hate coming from him. I thought really he was confused. I thought he was really confused. All right. Because I thought he was a smart guy. But I appreciate the support. All of your support just pisses him off. So even more. He hates to see my success. So keep on making him mad. I appreciate your generosity. All right. They ain't stopping my shine. They ain't stopping my hustle. I got too much weight behind me. I got too much support behind me. And I know who I am. I'm not insecure like these guys. The reason that there's no MTR files, at least thus far, you never know what's going to happen in the future. The reason why people even outside of the space that talk the way that I am are getting exposed for shit. I've been real about my shit. I try to protect myself by every way that I can in order to minimize risk. This is the way that I live. So, it is what it is. Okay. But thank you so much. I appreciate the love, support, as well as the respect from the MTRers, baby. You're likable and relatable and give good advice. Look at this. Women super chatting, right? Like I talk shit about bad behavior women, and to have women down up in here supporting me, it's because I'm likable and relatable, and he hates me for that. And give good advice. No amount of equipment can make someone into a likable person. Shout out to the smooth melanation from Shanae Beautiful. Yeah, shout out, baby love. I appreciate you. All right. I was referring to understanding each YouTuber's opinions and what they offer. I did not mean your life experience. I served in the military. We both won. Huh? You saying I failed because of my opinion on YouTube and what they offer? What are you talking about? What I offer from a content perspective on YouTube is viewed infinitely more times than his. So you can have your opinion, but the market has decided. The market has decided. So, all right, brother. And thank you for your service, man. All right. Okay. Okay. Shout out to Martin. Thanks for your background on your haters. I'm not. Okay. You're confusing me now, Martin. You're confusing me, my guy. All right. Shout out to Artez. Just ignore the haters, bro. After the stream, you should go play Resident Evil Requiem. Oh God, bro. Oh, I wanna Guys, should I restart my gaming channel? Would y'all join me? Because guys know at the heart and soul of it, your boy's a gamer. You understand me? All right, I ain't gonna lie. I started getting into like the games like Terraria, Stardew Valley. I'm like, no one wants to watch this shit, me play shit like this. All right, they want to watch like Call of Duty. All right, what's the other one with by Blizzard? The one with all of this the kitty game, not Fortnite. What's the other one? I don't know. I'm getting old now. You know what I'm saying? But I've been taking a look at that new Resident Evil, right? Like, and they do half of it is like, you know what I'm saying, like the horror, and then the other half is like action. And so it's like the best of the both worlds. I'm like RE5, 6, and then you get into the more scary ones, right? Like, especially the old ones used to be super scary. I'll never forget Resident Evil 1. When that dog jumped out the door when you walked down that hallway the first time, controller said, I said, no, you're right, bro. No, I'm supposed to go get a massage. I don't know if I'm gonna have time because it's actually an event that I'm gonna be going to as well. You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be an event that I'm gonna have to go to. So I may just go straight to the event, and maybe I'll get a massage tomorrow. Maybe I won't do content tomorrow to go get that. I don't know. I'll see. You know what I'm saying? You should go play RE Requiem. I also own my own clothing brand called Teddy Blaze. I'm a gamer on Twitch. Shout out, my guy. Listen, I'm not afraid either to play video games with people that support the movement, that support the game, you heard? So, you know, I appreciate you. Hey, guys, that's it. That's all I want to go through right now. I appreciate you guys for continuously supporting, continuously giving your generosity and all of the fun that we had here today. I said everything that I wanted to say within this. Guys, do me a favor, click on that like button on the way up out of here. And I'm happy that I did this. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I didn't want to do it, but I'm happy that we had this conversation. We got to put something else out there in the ecosystem. Bring up my name. Send them this because I ain't going to talk about it after this. No mas. All right? Again, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Protect yourself at all times. And I will see you very, very, very soon. Click that like button, you heard? Motherfucker said from the South. He's so anti-black, he can't tell my accent is from New York? Shout out to my boy Chisel Adonis. What part of the game is this, baby? All right, guys. Until next time. Peace.
So, without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.